Hello out there, Mr. Drybones here, and I recently played through Sonic Frontiers. It was a good game, maybe even a great game, as I did go back and I made sure to 100% all of the islands. But as much as I liked the game as a game, upon reflection, I really didn't like the game's story very much. Frankly, I think it was okay at best, and at its lows, it was weak and cliched. And unfortunately, I think it breaks some of the most important lore in the Sonic series, specifically the lore from Sonic Unleashed. Which ironically, I didn't really like much as a game, but I really loved the story, so go figure. So in this video, I'm going to lay out my case as to why Sonic Frontiers breaks the lore of Sonic Unleashed and undoes some of my favorite stories from the Sonic series. So, all that said, there will of course be spoilers for both games, so you have been warned. Otherwise, sit back and hopefully enjoy the show. To start, here's the short version. You see, both games offer up an origin for the Chaos Emeralds. Both origins, of course, can't be canon, because one says that the emeralds are native to Earth and millions of years old, while the other says they are not native to Earth and thousands of years old. One game gives us a first-hand explanation, while the other is mysterious flashbacks. They both can't be true. Now, when I explain this to people, they often brush it off and confuse my point by saying that the Chaos Emerald's purpose changes in every game. While that is true, I am talking about their original purpose. So please, let me explain the origin of the Chaos Emeralds according to both of these games. Let's start by watching this.
Here's one new device. You drain its walkway. Chaos Gem Joy can do? It is frustrating you play his choice. Shuai Miri Yugashuyo.
In Sonic Frontiers, it is a rather anticlimactic explanation. Simply put, it was aliens. That was the best they could come up with for this game. Through a series of flashbacks, Frontiers paints the picture that tens of thousands of years ago, a cosmic horror destroyed an alien world. Said aliens used the Chaos Emeralds to flee their world and find a new home, eventually coming across Earth and the Master Emerald. And apparently the Master Emerald is still native to Earth. The Master Emerald attracts the Chaos Emerald-powered ships and causes the aliens to crash on Earth. The cosmic horror follows them to Earth and finishes the job. This explanation creates a lot of plot holes, but I'll try and stay on topic in the interest of time. First of all, why is the Master Emerald native to Earth, but the Chaos Emeralds aren't? Second of all, why does the Master Emerald have power over the Chaos Emeralds if they're from two completely different planets? Third, how did the Emeralds get off the Starfall Islands if they were in the Chaos Engines when the Ancients died? Specifically, the engines that can only be opened with keys that can only be obtained from escaping cyberspace, especially if Sonic is the first and only person to ever escape from cyberspace.
That does not make sense.
Also, on a bit of a side tangent, the game tries lazily to say that Chaos from Sonic Adventure is one of these aliens, and Game Theory even did a video on it. MatPat's theory is flimsy at best, and here's why. In the Egg Memos, it implies that the Ancients evolved into Chow. But the egg memos also say that the ancients only lasted one generation and never left Starfall Islands. So, how did enough of them get off the island, survive the apocalypse, procreate for generations, specifically generations that lasted long enough that they could even evolve into Chow, and one of them evolve a second time into Chaos, but somehow there are Chow all over the world even though they never left Starfall Island, but even though they left Starfall Island and had eons to evolve into Chow, they never left any civilization around. Also, why did they not stop themselves from evolving into a weaker, less intelligent species, despite the fact that they were the ones that either created or brought the Chaos Emeralds with them, and would obviously know what they were capable of?
That does not make sense.
So, back on topic. Sonic Frontiers' origin for the Chaos Emeralds is... they're alien. That's it. It's a weak, plot hole-filled explanation, but there it is. So how does it break the lore of Sonic Unleashed, you ask? Well, Sonic Unleashed gives a different origin for the Chaos Emeralds that predates the ancient aliens in the Sonic timeline. Watch this cutscene provided by ALVARO Universe. Thank you very much for letting me use the video.
My real name is Light Gaia. I draw power from the day and light, and guide the planet to its rebirth. My job was to protect the planet from Dark Gaia. But Eggman broke the world apart himself, and Dark Gaia and I were awakened before we should have been. That's why Dark Gaia broke apart, and I didn't know who I was. I didn't remember what I was supposed to do. All because this isn't the proper time of awakening.
Time of awakening?
Dark Gaia grows over millions of years, then rises to destroy the world. And I put it all back together. We've been doing this over and over, again and again, since the very beginning of time.
So you were asleep all this time? For millions of years?
Yes, for ages and ages.
I bet it's thanks to you. Even at night when I'm like this, I'm still myself, not like all the other people we've seen. You must have been protecting me this whole time.
I haven't done anything, Sonic. You're the reason you haven't changed at all. You're too strong to lose yourself.
I'm the reason?
Yeah, you never doubt yourself, no matter what. You never give in to the night or the darkness inside your heart. I think it's because I knew that about you. That's why I wanted you to help me. It's been so fun, getting to see the world. I've lived here since the planet began, but I didn't know a thing about it. That it's so pretty, or that food tastes so good, or that people are so nice. I'm so glad I got the chance to discover all that with you, and I'm so glad that you helped me find my memory. Sonic, I will never, ever forget you. Thank you, Sonic. Goodbye, friend.
Hey!
Whoa, what?
Where do you think you're off to all by yourself?
What? But my memory is back now, and, well, from here on out, it's my responsibility, so, I mean, there's no reason for you to come along, so I should just...
Do I need a reason to want to help out a friend?
Thanks, Sonic.
So according to Sonic Unleashed, Earth began with two gods, Dark and Light Gaia, whom I will refer to as Chip for the rest of the video. For millions of years, there is a cycle where Dark Gaia will wake up and destroy the world. Chip then uses the power of the Chaos Emeralds to restore the Earth. This happens so that life can grow and change, basically forcing evolution to occur. This is actually a common trope in media. A recent example is Ultron's plan in the second Avengers movie. Now, while the game doesn't flat out say that's what the emeralds are for, that's what happens in the game. The Earth is restored by Chip and Sonic taking the Chaos Emeralds to 7 points on Earth, which restores the planet and puts the pieces back into place. Now that makes sense. Chip tells us that he originated on Earth since time began. It would make sense that the emeralds would be a tool for him to use to restore the Earth instead of him just having the power to do it. Why does this make sense? Because if something were to happen to endanger the Earth while he was asleep, the emeralds could still be used to restore the Earth. Furthermore, if they were misused, the Master Emerald could be a failsafe to stop the Chaos Emeralds from damaging the Earth, thus explaining their connection. Furthermore, the Earth itself restores the power to the emeralds, which would make sense if they were native to Earth. If they were alien, why would the Earth have the power to re-energize them? So Chip, the emeralds, their function, and their use makes a lot more sense if it's all native to Earth. And Sonic Unleashed's explanation still leaves a mysterious aura around the emeralds, but does shine some light on what they are meant for. This is why I really adore the story of Sonic Unleashed, even if I don't like it very much as a game. Now obviously both games can't have origins that coexist. First of all, Chip predates the aliens. According to him, the rise of Dark Gaia happens in a cycle and it's happened before. If this is true, how did Chip restore the Earth previously if the emeralds came to Earth with the ancients? You could argue that Chip used the Master Emerald, but then why is the Master Emerald never brought up in the game, even after Chip got his memory back? But let's say he did have a way to do it. The emeralds in the temples just made it easier for him. If that's true, who would have told Chip how to use the emeralds and the temples if he was in a hibernative state during the off-cycle period? Furthermore, how would the aliens have known about Dark Gaia and the cycle to build the temples to begin with?
Does it make sense? No.
So in summation, the two games simply cannot coexist in the same timeline. Sonic Frontiers says the Chaos Emeralds were brought to Earth tens of thousands of years ago with no real purpose except to be batteries, whereas Sonic Unleashed says they have existed for millions of years and are tools of a benevolent god to restore the Earth and foster growth and evolution. Again, they can't coexist. So what's the solution? Obviously, it'll be retconned if it's addressed at all. However, here's my suggestion, and I think it would be best to tighten up the story in Sonic Frontiers instead of changing past stories. The gems that the ancients had weren't Chaos Emeralds, just batteries that looked like them, but they were less powerful than the real ones, but gave off the same wavelength and properties. Sonic Adventure 2 fans should see where I'm going with this. They still attracted the aliens to Earth, and when they landed, they found the real ones, which were much more powerful and efficient than the ones that they brought with them. So, they naturally just switched to using the real ones as opposed to the fakes. There, fixed, and it all fits together fairly nicely. So there you have it. I hope this video made sense, and I hope you enjoyed it. I also sent Sega my resume to be the Sonic lore expert, and this video should prove why it should be me. I would rule the Sonic lore with an iron fist of consistency. But that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Or don't, do whatever you want. Anyway, thank you for watching once again, and I'll see you next time.